The stock market is going to be skyrocketing over the next 2 years, and there's a reason why. Nothing is going to get done in Congress. You know how we spent like 2 years hearing about this cockamamie plan about free this, free that, trillions of spending for this and that. In the reality, the way that you're going to have a very super razor thin Democrat House and a Republican Senate, nothing like that will happen. No transformative legislation will take place. And guess what? Markets like that a lot. It means we're going to be left alone. There's not going to be any kind of crazy law that nobody can understand that's passed in the middle of the night. That kind of thing is just not going to get passed, and that's the kind of conditions that allow the stock market to go up. I remember in 2009 to 2010, like every day you'd wake up and there'd be another $1 trillion plan take over healthcare, take over the financial markets with Dodd-Frank, and the markets would just go all over the place because they didn't have any clue what to make of what's happening next. But what will happen with Congress is that now it's true that they probably will not control spending very well. There still will be crazy amount of spending at times, but there might be some more restraint than there possibly. But at the same time, there's not going to be any new giant complicated laws that the market has to price in. The corporate income tax rate will not be going up because it's not even sunsetted, so nothing has to be done for Congress to keep it at 21%. It just will remain there. So the markets actually jumped when they saw how the congressional races turned out, because the markets could see that there's not going to be any kind of dramatic kind of legislation. I know some people, they like these kind of dramatic things, but the truth is that's not even that popular with the public. Most people don't like 3,000 page bills that are passed in the middle of the night and that they can't understand, and only large corporations can really follow a lot of these things. So in terms of the finances, I would highly recommend putting money into the S&P, the NASDAQ. That's what I did, and I am maintaining my positions on MasterCard, American Express, Visa. I have always a good stock too, Realty Income, Stag, and of course there's Bitcoin, because what we do know is that Congress has no appetite for cutting spending or entitlements, so spending still will be out of control, and that's another reason to consider Bitcoin business, because it's like digital gold. There's a certain limit to it. And in terms of equities, yeah, they're overpriced, but in a bull market, they actually the tendency is to go up. It doesn't really matter if they're overpriced. Also, the Federal Reserve is as crazy as ever. They're going to keep interest rates probably near zero. I mean, they've been near zero. They started out at zero around the crisis era of 2008 to now. It tells you, wow, that's a long crisis, 12 years. They just refuse to raise it to normal levels. So when interest rates are that low, people have to search for yield. Pension funds and just even retirees, they have to have some way to generate income, and so this will push asset prices up, just because that's the nature of it. There's no other safe, well, I'm not saying that markets are safe, I'm just saying there has to be something that protects them from inflation. And aside from that, I think that just there's a lot of new innovative companies that are going to be coming along, possibly, where people are dumping money. Like talk about Palantir, although it might be like a deep state company. I mean, is that why it jumped up after election? I'm not really sure. So do you have any thoughts, Denny, about the market going up in the next 2 years?
It does seem like the asset prices will be higher, in my view. That is not to say that it will go down at some times, especially it seems to be very sensitive to when there's lockdown rumors and things of that nature. But I think that turning point around election periods is pretty common, so it seems like this week was a game changer for the intermediate term, in my view, that it's going higher.
Yes, I think if you think about it, I do get the sense that the low we had in March in the stock market, that was what I consider a bear market. And if we started our bull market in 2020 at the low around March, that means that there should be some legs still left in this bull market. And that's one reason why, even though you might say, but the market was so much lower in 2015, I'm gonna wait till it goes back there and then I will be buying. I don't know if that's gonna work. I mean, I've heard that from a lot of friends too. They don't want to buy right now, but the truth is you probably should first dump a lot of money in and then slowly add more money to the market in the next few months. I think every month you should add it. Be a good strategy, and you probably will thank me after you've done so. So let me know, are you invested in the stock market? Do you think the stock market is going up? I think so. So let me know in the comments below and subscribe. Talk to you in the next video.